episode. Hopefully you're having a quality day, and I want to say just before we start today's show, thank you very much for all your amazing support on the last video, all those likes that you dropped on the video, you absolute legends. It really does go a long way, and if we can potentially aim for 200 likes on this latest video, I know it's a lot to ask, but I'm pretty sure I know every single one of you can potentially reach that. That would be a record on my channel, but yeah, like, we're going straight into the news. As you can see from the sidebar there, Pulisic, we'll talk about that at the back end of the show really, but we'll kick today's proceedings off with obviously Liverpool's latest departure really, in terms of obviously the physio and everything about that. 1 second everyone, so let me get that up. But yeah, well, why has he moved there? Apologies everyone. Let's move him up there. Yeah, Ruben Pons leaves Liverpool FC. When this got announced before, there was a lot of really talk online. Was this in relation to Nabil Fekir, in terms of obviously his department did very much talk about, and it was rumoured he knew the specialist that give the second referral in terms of the fitness, and Liverpool have come out officially on the club's website and released this following statement. Liverpool Football Club wishes to announce that the first team physiotherapist Ruben Pons has left his position with immediate effect. Ruben would like to express his gratitude to colleagues, supporters and playing staff for making his time at the club a memorable experience. Really, that's all it says on Liverpool's website. I'll leave the link in the description so you can go and check it out. But that is very, very interesting in terms of, if that was the case, did he have a little think with his medical staff, physiotherapists? If there's any proper sports people out there, if you're studying uni or anything, really tell me in the comment section below, everyone. Let us all know what type of, obviously the physio side of it, but if there's any particular aspect in terms of his position at the football club, what he would have been dealing with, everyone. But yeah, that's very interesting. It's quite shocking really. He might potentially have another job, but the job he's got at Liverpool, he doesn't really say in the statement that he's got another job lined up. And we'll go on to the Ben Woodburn one now. Obviously coming from Neil Jones. Looks like he's going to Aston Villa. Aston Villa favourites to sign Ben Woodburn on a season-long loan deal. Sheffield United are also keen, with Wigan unlikely could get done this week as well. And we'll follow that up with another tweet from James Pearce in relation to Ben Woodburn. Latest on Ben Woodburn's future, he won't travel to obviously France with Liverpool with the squad today. So he looks like he's very much looking like he's going to be getting a loan out, obviously, to potential Brucey's team. But let me know your thoughts on, are you going to be happy with, in terms of that deal, if him going out all the way there? For me, I don't really want to see, apologies, I don't really want to see him playing under Brucey in terms of his tactical. He doesn't play the best football, but if Jurgen Klopp's going to say Brendan Rodgers, oh my lord. if Jurgen Klopp feels that is the best club to go to, I'm pretty sure Jurgen will have a very good discussion with Bruce at Aston Villa, because Aston Villa have got a fantastic squad. They were very unlucky to miss out on promotion to the Premier League last season, but if Bruce guarantees Ben Woodburn, obviously first team football at Aston Villa, and Jurgen is under the influence and Ben is under the influence, he is guaranteed first team football. All the best to him, and hopefully he can really, we've seen it with Harry Wilson last season in that league, Shea Ojo at Fulham as well, he's been given his chances over the last couple of seasons, so this could be a good move for Ben Woodburn. Everyone, let me know your thoughts on that story as well in the comment section below. I'll get to all your live comments as well, you absolute legends that have tuned in. I'll just get all these stories out of the way, and we can all discuss the Pulisic later on as well. We're going to the squad announcement news now, in terms of the 29-man squad that has been announced. This is obviously for the German training ground anyway. So probably this is where proper pre-season fitness goes. So he's got Kelleher, Grabada, Allison. Yes, he's back and he's officially in the squad. Cadius, Van Dijk, Clavan, Moreno, Robinson, Phillips, Gomez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Klein, Matip is back. That's good to see. Obviously Milner, Kai Nabi, Fabinho, Grujic, Lallana, Camacho, Gino Wijnaldum, Jones, Sturridge, Ings, Origi, Shaqiri, and Salah, and Mane, and Bobby, and Solanke. So everyone, that is the official 29-man squad that will be heading over to France anyway. Obviously we've got Torino, and we've got obviously going up to Ireland as well to play against Napoli, so that's exciting. But mainly all the physio work and all the fitness, that is when Jurgen has talked about this in the previous seasons. He does like to go, just sends the squad away for a couple of days in a random foreign country, and I think this is when Jurgen and obviously all the technical staff in terms of his department like to get down to the nitty gritty and really get the full base of fitness. This is where it's going to be getting built. Obviously we've had our pre-season games, but this is where when all the lads are in the base in France, this is where it properly get knuckled down in terms of the fitness, everyone. I've got all your comments as well from yesterday's videos. I'll read them out in a small second, everyone. But we're going through the Pulisic news, as you probably you've clicked on the video anyway to find out. But as you're aware, last night it had been reported that Chelsea were in talks for Christian Pulisic for around £65 million. Borussia Dortmund have slapped a price tag on the American, really, in terms of that. And I wanted to get your thoughts. Leave them in the comment section below and after the video as well. So we can, if you comment after the video, your comments could potentially go into tomorrow's episode, which I'll try and get every single one of your comments involved in this show tomorrow. But I hope Liverpool would match this 65 million. It's not official offer from Chelsea, but Chelsea are looking into the possibility of bringing him in. Yet are Manchester United, but I'd love it once again if Liverpool could potentially poach another signing from Chelsea, because we've seen the American and we've seen him batter us in their pre-season game. Obviously that second half against Dortmund, he was the lad that changed the game. Slack defending against the Germans, but he was their main man. Obviously it's pre-season, but would you think he's warranted of a 65 million potential transfer to Liverpool Football Club? There has been a lot of talk, obviously, if Liverpool did pursue this deal in terms of Pulisic, would that mean the end of Nabil Fekir? I think a lot of us would be quite upset, but in terms of the physio or whatever, the department is getting sacked. Someone has done a naughty job, so we don't know the full extent in terms of what's happened in the background with Nabil Fekir, but Pulisic, 19 years old, hasn't really done it on a consistent level. I think that's something that we could very much will be talking about in a little second when it wants to get to your comments, everyone. But as you can see, I quickly mentioned during which corner is it? That one. Go down there. Create your fantasy football. On your fantasy football team. That is the subscriber league. So if you pause the video, go and add that code in the corner of the thing. That's a subscriber league for this channel, and we'll do a competition at the end of the season. It could be we can all discuss in the futures. I'll do a poll and that on my Twitter, so we could all decide the cheeky prize anyway, what you would like. But yeah, just a bit of fun through the season. But let me know if you've joined that after the show in the comment section below, so I know how many of you are in there, but I'll be able to see. So it should be Jack Mac Subs League anyway, so go and check that out. That's the code for it as well. But we'll head over to your comments from the last video, everyone. But on that Pulisic news, really, everyone, I'd love nothing more for Liverpool to sign him, but it's if we do. But I think £65 million, FSG and the owners and John Henry, given he's American and the global brand in which Liverpool have been getting over in the States, I think if we did sign him, he's a very good player, there's no doubt in his quality, but it's if he's been proven. And for me personally, I don't think he's proven himself too good in the Bundesliga. I know he's only 19, but I think he needs to prove himself, give him another season in the Bundesliga. But for me, I wouldn't argue if we did sign him for 65 million, because I think it would be a very good signing. Another replacement, not a replacement, but more squad depth on the wings, because we've only got Shaqiri and obviously Shea Ojo if he does go out, so we need another winger. Pulisic can play attacking mid as well anyway, but let me know your thoughts on that. So we'll read out Paul Lee's comments. I've got a couple of comments, so stay tuned for that. You might get your comments read out anyway, but I've tried my best to get every single one of your comments in the video. So drop your comments on this video and they will be in tomorrow's comment section below as well. I really do appreciate it. You're absolute legends and I loved reading all these comments. So Paul said, based off yesterday's video, Shack attack, Jose is a whiner. Will Jose last the season? Paul, I think you've already read my comment, mate, but if you haven't, I said I don't think Mourinho will last any longer than Christmas. I'd be very surprised if he does, Paul. Mourinho is soaking sob, but great means his players will be sorry everyone, can't read that. Disgruntled all season, but they don't get more than 6. Jose's playing for the sack and the big payoff as usual. Sir Alex must be fuming in the background with Bobby C. Bet he's gone by Christmas. Nice one, Mike. Absolute legends for leaving that comment. And we'll get Mary, absolute class from Alison Becker. I think he's meant to put Alison there, but obviously not his fault, typo. The Shack is an absolute bargain. What a buy, question mark. What a buy. In Klopp we trust. Mary, what an absolute comment, and what a buy, as you've just said. Then Shaqiri. Let's go to, there we go. What a win and what a goal by Shaqiri. Great scenes. Look, you're absolute legend for dropping that comment. Mourinho rants are hilarious by Tonic. They are, mate, aren't they? Absolutely hilarious. We all love a Mourinho comment. If you haven't seen my video yesterday, go and check the video out. I've got all the comments from the absolute madness that was his press conference. Shaqiri's ma feeds him 10 chickens for his dinner on a Sunday. You have to put that in a song. St. Patrick Ghosts. She defo does, mate. And if you'd probably like, what are you chatting? Go and check on my video yesterday. I just chatted that Shaqiri, we've all seen the size of the fella. He does not. He has about 10 brekkies and he eats a lot of food. Or protein shakes, that for that matter. We'll go to Umar. Thank you very much for your comment, fella. I've always loved that tank Shaqiri. He done fantastic when he was at Stoke, everyone. It was, for me, and as he just said then, it had the hallmarks of being a good player, good signing for the football club. Obviously it's only pre-season, but it looks like a very astute deal for 13 million. Anthony Harris, your absolute legends. If football does not work out for Shaqiri, he might have an alternative career as a boxer. His reach is not great, but then Tyson gave away reach advantage in most, if not all, his fights. The man is a powerhouse. Great. What a quality comment that was. I loved reading all these comments, everyone. From Tommy, it ends well for Jose every time, Jack. Like 10 million to get rid of him this time. More. He's played absolute comment that from Tommy there. He just wants a big payoff, doesn't he, Jose? I think he'll be happy. 10 million in the bank. No one else is. He won't be arguing 10 million. I think none of us will be. If Jose wouldn't spend money to watch his team, maybe he should look in the mirror. It was ridiculous comments from yesterday's video from Jose, wasn't it, Christian? And we think we got 2 more last comments, everyone. We've got Pulisic to the Reds. I said it here first. Jason, there you go, lads. Yeah, as soon as I was on my notifications, mate, and as soon as you put that, I was creating the thumbnail and everything, and the title of today's show as well. So you read me mind, fella. We'll get. So he did say it first on the comment section below, and we'll finish on that one. Great video, Jack. Keep them coming. Absolute legends. Oh, as long as you all enjoyed them, everyone. I really enjoy doing this and speaking to every single one of you, the absolute legends. As always, drop a like on the video if you don't mind. We're trying to get to 200 likes today. But let's get to the comment section on today's live show, everyone. The absolute legends. But yeah, hi Jack. It's Liverpool. It's Josh Kenny. If Ox was fit, I wouldn't want a 10, but he's not Fekir, Dybala or Fekir or Dybala would be perfect. Stevie. Pulisic won't be perfect. From LFC Spectre. Alright, lads, hope we sign Christian Pulisic. Why aren't we going for Zaha? Josh, he's a very good shot, mate, in terms of what's the name? Apologies, that one. Just trying to read your comment there. Yeah, I really do think outside the top 6, he's one of the best players in terms of. I think if he's either going to go to Tottenham or possibly an Everton. I'm surprised Everton really didn't go for Zaha, mate. But if Liverpool did sign him for an option on the wing, I really do feel it'd be an absolute class signing for whoever does get him. As you expect, Liverpool and France at the moment, Alisson, Bobby Firmino and Trent Alexander-Arnold are coming. Very much so, LFC Spectre. Well, to be honest, Ricardo, I don't think we should bid for Pulisic at this moment. We need a defensive centre-back, mate. Absolute legend for dropping that comment in. We are better off having lost the Champions League final and buying Alisson, or do you think we would have always bought Alisson anyway? Muzze, I think Jürgen, if you didn't see it, mate, I think he dropped a comment. When was it? I think it was this week when I seen it. Everyone in the hierarchy of Liverpool, Klopp did indicate to Michael Edwards prior to the Champions League. So he says, anyway, but we're going to believe Jürgen Klopp, aren't we? So he did identify Alisson as a goalkeeper. So regardless, I should have said then, fella, Liverpool were going to pursue Alisson or another potential goalie prior to the Champions League. So regardless of whatever happens in between the sticks on the Champions League final, it's like Jersey Dudek, everyone. When Dudek won us the Champions League, we went out and signed Pepe Reina a couple of months later. So it is the case anyway, mate. But nice one for the comments. Ojo leaving as well, Jackie boy, by the looks of it as well. Hopefully he gets a good team to go to. LFC Spectre. Josh Kenny, if Ox was fit, I wouldn't want a 10, but he's not. So Fekir or Dybala would be perfect. Oh, sorry, apologies, I've already read that out, Josh. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Even Josh has just said, then why aren't we going for Zaha? Still take Draxler. That's from Jason. Very good player, mate. I'm surprised he actually hasn't gone to another club apart from Paris Saint-Germain. In terms of their transfer business, they were meant to be having an exodus of players, obviously Paris Saint-Germain. So in terms of if he does go, I think we'll be seeing a couple of PSG players going out, because obviously they need to bring funds in. Draxler will definitely be on that list of players going out. Cavani, because they need to fund a bid for Kante, very much so, or another Hazard, or if he goes to Real Madrid anyway. But Pulisic ain't happening, Aaron. Yeah, you need to know in football we could sign Christian Pulisic. Obviously, you're just talking to each other there. Would love Pulisic, but ain't worth 65 million. That's from Stephen, legends. Let's get to your comments. Yeah, I think it was Stephen just said you're paying for Pulisic's age as well. I know it's a lot of big money. It was a good point to point out there, Stephen. In terms of, yeah, it's a big transfer fee, but like Mbappe and all the young players in today's current market, you are paying a huge chunk of fee. But if you're getting Pulisic or an Mbappe, not getting an Mbappe, but that player of like that age category, you're paying for like the future 10 years. Say if a player was to stay at your club for 10 years, very unlikely in today's football market in terms, but in terms of potential, you are paying for potential and quality at the same time. So that's why it does slightly go up even more. It's today's transfer market. All of us will agree. These fees that are getting branded around in today's football, regardless if it's Liverpool bidding for potentially Pulisic or just look at Richarlison, 40 million. No way, Jose. If Liverpool signed him for 40 million, I'd be very shocked. Obviously, he's at Everton anyway, but back in the day when we signed Andy Carroll, the transfer fees are absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, let's read out your last comments, everyone. Frankie Opak. But I realise we still lack backup, even though we've made recruitment. Frank, that's a very good point, mate, and I think that's why we love doing the live shows. Everyone, it's when we do look at it, when you take a couple of players out, we're still slightly lacking in terms of the squad depth, Frank, and every single one of you is absolute legends. Because if you take, we've got Shaqiri to replace the forward line, but I still feel like many of you, let me know your thoughts on that. We need another winger, another striker, potentially another central midfield, as we talked about before. The Ox is out anyway, and then you're looking at the centre back. If Joel Matip gets injured again, obviously he's back to nearly fully fit. But if you have a Virgil van Dijk injury away, you're left with playing Klavan and Lovren, and then if another one of them gets injured, you're left with playing Matip with a dodgy knee, and Lovren, so you're only a couple of injuries away as well. Like left back as well, no offence to Moreno, but Robinson, if he gets injured, we're left playing Moreno left back. As much as we've seen Moreno Albi play some absolute shockers in the last couple of years, no discredit to the lad, but we've seen how good Robinson is, and if we can get a player in like Robinson, but the left back position is the least of our concerns anyway. So obviously central attacking mids and all that, but you get me drift. But nice one, Frank. Top comment, fella. Joe, what a Joe. Get Pulisic now, 19, going to be worth a lot more. He's going to be getting better. Jack Mack legend, you're a legend, lad. Every single one of you. We won't get that money back in shirt sales. Get him. Oh, where we go. Troll. Sorry, apologies, everyone. I'm gonna have to make a couple of use moderators anyway. Yeah, apologies about that, everyone. If you see those in the comments, let me know. Shout me out in the comment section below, everyone. Apologies, the absolute scum of the earth. You've all seen those comments. Absolutely disgusting. Obviously, if you're another fan of a rival club, very welcome on the channel, as long as you don't give abuse to me or my subscribers. Football is a place to debate about, and if people are childish enough not to be able to just talk and have a debate, obviously everyone's not going to agree, but bye bye, mate, you're gone on the channel. But in common future, everyone, absolute legends. I love every single one of you tuning in. If there's any absolute in the comment section below, shout it out, and I'll get it up on the comment section below and block the absolute silly idiot. But yeah, LFC Spectre, I think Christian Pulisic needs a manager like Kloppster and great players around him. Kloppster. Whereas at Borussia Dortmund, it's a selling club these days since Klopp has left them. It's mad, LFC Spectre, and probably a lot of you will agree, the way in which we've transitioned from, dare I say it, from a selling club. But I think, touch wood, we don't sell. But obviously, Mohamed Salah, hopefully we'd only keep him for a lot of years. But if you get me drift, if Klopp has made Liverpool an attraction, we got Naby Keita from under the nose of Barca. The top clubs were after Naby Keita. There's going to be a couple of club fans going, oh no one was after Naby Keita. Yet they were. If you actually look into the statements from all the journalists, Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, everyone was after Naby Keita. Fabinho, Chelsea United were after him. A bunch of other players as well. And a whole host of players. Virgil van Dijk, City, Chelsea, United, every single team in the league wants a Virgil van Dijk. Every single one of those players come to Liverpool for Jurgen Klopp and the history of this football club. But Klopp is the biggest factor in pulling all these players in. And hopefully times have changed, mate, and only time will tell if we've become less of a selling club, because we've lost too many of our best players over the couple of seasons. But getting to Champions League finals and hopefully winning titles and FA Cups and other trophies, that's how you can keep these players at the football club, everyone, isn't it? George Faith, he has said, I think Fekir is the perfect player we need now. But yeah, apologies everyone, sorry. Yeah, Fekir, mate. George, I really do hope we get him, mate. But I don't know if you've seen, everyone, once this video gets uploaded, done me story on that medical staff department. Someone's been sacked. By the looks of it, it said he's left or whatnot. Go and check it out at the beginning of the show, anyway, everyone. But that is very interesting. that could be the aftermath and the fallout in the Fekir transfer. Joe O'Brien, forget it, everyone. He's an absolute silly sausage. But yeah, I think so. Jealous. I was on the plane when the match was on. Joe O'Brien. What match was that, mate? Let me know. Shark Attack. Shaqiri Shark Attack. Hey, that's it. That is a quality commitment. Absolute legend. Funny. Yeah. 1 second, everyone. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for joining in on the comment section below, everyone. But yeah, I'm gonna make a couple of these thingo anyway. But I will block this fella in the comment section below, everyone. But thank you very much for tuning in. I'm gonna be making a couple of these moderators and all that in my next show. Anyway, so stay tuned, and I really do appreciate all your support, you absolute legends. And if we can try and get to 200 likes. I know it's a lot to ask, but I really do appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. And I will be back at 6 PM, hopefully tomorrow, on my live show. So join for that as well. Put your notifications on as well. And I love yous and leave you, everyone. You absolute legends. Have a quality rest of your day, everyone. Chill out.